models is the general idea is if you want to learn, let's say, for chills, that's the word you're trying to learn vectors for it. You randomly create a positive sample, right, that has the correct word in the correct sentence, how it's correctly used, and you create a negative sample by randomly replacing some word. Right? You just replace, on with something else, some random word. Right? So you have a positive sample and a negative sample. Right? So, and just start with, we think, let's say, each word we want to represent by, let's say, 100 dimensions. You randomly initialize it. Right? So now if you have a sentence like catches on a mat, you have some random values here, random values here, random values here, random values here. Like you don't know, you're starting with randomization. So for training in neural nets, it's a flat layer. Right? So you need to convert it into a flat layer. Right? So you did the flat. Right? And then you just set it to a normal deep learning type technique. Right? So you basically, there's a cat chills on a mat, and you take this input layer and output layer. In this case, they only use 2 layers. Right? There's one layer 2, but there's also one layer with single mode. So now the goal is, the optimization goal is, let's say you send a good sentence and you're trying to learn for chills. Right? You measure what the output is. Right? What the output is? It's a number. And you send a incorrect sentence, right? And you measure what the score is at this level. Right? Since we know that this is the correct and this is the bad one, we want to maximize the difference between the scores. Right? That's the general idea. And now you have an optimization equation, and talked a lot of PhDs in math. And basically, you keep on training it for a while, and then you actually get numbers for it. Now, the key thing here is, remember, like before, we were just optimizing based on the weights, right? Like these weights and these biases and all that stuff. In this kind of model, it also includes your access to it. Right? It's not only this, because your input now is the whole thing. You're trying to learn this mode as well. So, and essentially, like you're trying to figure out weights, biases, and also X, and what the output of X is, that's what you represent your mode. So there is even a simpler model. So this is an open source one that Google, something called Go2Vec, that's being, Google open sourced it. I'm using a lot of big words here, but essentially what they're doing is they're taking a word and similar to previous one, they're projecting it back, right, in the second layer. Right. One of the things that they're also doing is when they project it back, they're trying to